complete truth. But in 2011, around that time, Meech reached out to my dad in regards to creating a BMF movie. So Meech hooked my dad up with a woman named Tammy Cohens. At the time, Tammy was Meech's power of attorney. Also, she owned the life rights. So my dad was working with Meech, Tammy, T, basically trying to work on a movie deal. So finally arrested my dad and we received the discovery. He knew exactly who CS1 was, and he told me and my mom that it was Tammy Cohens. At that time, we really did not want to believe. We wanted to give Meech the benefit of the doubt. It was really, really hard to believe that Meech would set my dad up. It was almost unbelievable. So we were able to like reach out, get a message to Meech, and basically let him know that Tammy was an informant. We later received a message from him saying that it had to be a misunderstanding. Just call her, she'll straighten this out, so on, so on. And at this time, my dad was like, I'm not dumb. I'm not about to call an informant.
Nasty system. What Meech and Tammy did was call a third-party cooperation. What happened was...
This call is from a federal prison.
Originally, I was put with Tammy. I paid for the script. Sosa and myself, we all before all of that. You feel me?
Right.
Sosa is a day one nigga. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
And see, Meech, I'm the first nigga put $1 million in his pocket. He never seen that till he came to the loot. You feel me?
I heard about you, dog.
That.
I heard you was just an outstanding dude, man. Take care of your business, and your reputation in a good way preceded itself. So I understand now, based on from what we've dealt with and seen with this whole thing with Tammy, man. Speak on that for me if you can, because it's perplexing.
Well, what they did, what Meech and Tammy did is called it because you're not in the system. Thank God you're not. I hate to see brothers in this system. But brothers who are familiar with this system, this is a nasty, nasty system. What Meech and Tammy did was called a third-party cooperation. What happened was...
This call is from a federal prison.
Why 50 when he came in, because we put a cease and desist order in through my attorney. That's why they couldn't do a motion picture. That's why you didn't see the BMF story on the big screen. So 50 ran it through that star shit that he run that other corny shit that he do. So what happened was, homie, was I wasn't even the original target. They wanted to get a little Mexican. He's actually a cartel member out of L.A. named Suarez. You'll see his name in the paperwork, Fidel Suarez. He was their initial target. You feel me?
Right.
He was their initial target. But with me calling in while they were trying to set up Fidel Suarez, she clicked over and told the Fed, or the agents who was listening to her and Suarez, hold on, this is Cuff. And when they heard the name Cuff, they went fucking crazy. And that's when her and Meech turned this scheme toward me. You feel me? So what it did was what it was supposed to do. It was supposed to give Meech a time cut for her cooperation and set me up. But also, it kills two birds with one stone. It puts me in jail, and now they don't have to split any of the revenue with me. My buddy and my partner along with me his name is Louis Burrell. That's MC Hammer's big brother.
That's who Tammy was coming out here to see.
That was me.
And I'm gonna tell you the year. That was 2015. No, that was like 14.
Way earlier than that. It started way earlier than that. Way earlier than that. Around 2010, homie. Way earlier than that.
I'm sorry. Yeah, we gotta go way back.
We put $50 million on the table through Lionsgate Films, through Louis Burrell's Connect. Because Louis is the nigga, he a bait nigga out there, but he fucks around. He really fucks around on the music tip, but he also fucks around in the movie industry up there. Now, what we did not know, why Tammy would turn down that deal with me and Louis Burrell getting 20% of that budget. You understand what I'm saying? For a finder's fee. So what ended up happening was we didn't know that they had other plans and that she was sleeping with the feds and that and that they would put me off in prison and run away with my script and don't have to give me anything. So it was supposed to give Meech a time cut and knock me out of my percentage, me and Louis Burrell out of our percentage for the finder's fee with Lionsgate's film. Well, Lionsgate, when Louis went, so they backdoored us. Lionsgate shot it down when Louis Burrell wasn't no longer a part of it. You feel me?
Right.
So Tammy's whole thing fell apart. Meech couldn't get a time cut because they found out Tammy has no credibility. Because when you can't have a relationship with a federal agent, now you have no credibility. So they thing blew up. They thing fell all the way apart and blew up. That's why Meech didn't get a time. But Tammy testified in open court that she signed up to be a DA informant to give Demetrius Flannery a time cut.
This call is from a federal prison.
Special Agent Keith Cromer testified that Demetrius Flannery knew about this whole thing, but he just wanted to keep his name out of the documents. The special agent told Flannery that he could not do that. He could only do that if Cuff don't go to trial. And with Cuff's record, he can't afford to go to trial. You understand what I'm saying?
Correct.
But in the midst of all of this, she ends up flipping on the special agent Keith Cromer, and the whole deal went in the trash. So that's why we're at the point to where we're at now.
Wow.
Yeah.
How long does your relationship go back with Meech, Cuff? How long have you known him? What you guys go
1990,
back?
1990, homie. 1990. But Tammy testified in open court that she signed up to be a DA informant to give Demetrius Flannery a time cut.
This call is from a federal prison.
Special Agent Keith Cromer testified that Demetrius Flannery knew about this whole thing, but he just wanted to keep his name out of the document. My beautiful daughter that you talk with, my son, and my other daughter, they look at this nigga, call this nigga uncle, homie.
Now, from my understanding, you guys reached out to him when the paperwork came down. She said that you knew who the CI was, and you told her and her mom, and you guys sent a message to Meech. What was his response when this stuff came down and you were like, "Yo, bro, what's going on?" What did you get from Meech?
When I got locked up, homie, and when I seen where this whole conspiracy was coming from, I laughed at it and I didn't believe in it, and I knew that Meech could come forward and kill the whole conspiracy. Just saying that the conspiracy is based on Meech communicating from Tammy, sending me a truckload of drugs. It's all made up. From jail, homie. He could have killed this whole deal. They never had drugs. You understand what I'm saying? But that's how conspiracy works in this system, in this nasty system. But when Meech shot down the offer, when we sent my attorneys out, he was at FCI Lompoc in California. And he responded back to my attorneys that he didn't want to have nothing to do with nothing, and he stopped communicating with them. So then that told my attorneys right there that Demetrius Flannery is a part of this whole deal, and I couldn't believe it. You feel me? So that's what his response was, that he don't know nothing about all this. Well, Demetrius Flannery has been locked up since 2005, and how are you my unindicted? He's listed in my paperwork, homie, as my unindicted co-conspirator serving 30 years at FCI Lompoc in California. How are you in my paperwork, man? And how are you this famous drug dealer who's in magazines and books, movies, and you are in bed with a government informant that testified in court that she cooperated and set your nigga up, a 30-year partner, to give you a time cut? How are you this celebrity drug lord, but you in bed with a government informant? And how you not know about this? And you in my documents is my co-defendant, my unindicted co-defendant.
Eventually dropped the paperwork saying Meech was a snitch.
Okay.
And I'm like, that paper that you dropped ain't saying that. It's from the defense. And one thing I love to tell people is you have to pay attention who is putting the document out. The defense is there to paint this storyline.
Right.
So you have to see what came with the response. So this particular document off a cuff case was saying that Meech was a third party corroborator in the case. But if you read the transcripts to the hearing, they basically clear him of that by saying no, he wasn't aware of it. But just looking at that one document by the defense, you would have thought that. And I mean, that's still up for debate depending on who you ask.
Kdae Mensa podcast, we check that motherfucking forecast back like a motherfucking door there. So here we go, man. I got something for y'all, man. This Sunday motherfucking morning. Everybody talking about Meech this, he a rat that. Let's get down to the subject, man. What's going on in the streets, and it is coming from valid sources, valid niggas, you dig what I'm saying? Blue is the actual rat. He played out to an Alfred plea with a safety valve, something like that. Motherfucker got 4 to 5 years. He got 4 years for 5 bricks. You know what I'm saying? Sitting in court crying and you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, people brought this out to me. He lost mad weight, you know, when Meech was about to come home. So you got the man Cuffy, OG Cuffy over there. He's saying that, you know what I'm saying, Meech was the third party on it because CS1 was the lady Tammy, blah, blah, blah. But that's not actual so. Dig what I'm saying? Because Meech was head up with a non-violent offender, you know what I'm saying? And he played out the 15 with a judge slam dude for 30. You know what I'm saying? He was supposed to get out. Obama, you know what I'm saying, cut some time off, cut some more time off, you know what I'm saying? And he did 85% of his time, so I don't understand how niggas is a snitch if they do 85% of their time. I don't understand where that's coming from, you know what I'm saying? It just seems to me niggas is just trying to cover their tails, cover their butts, you know what I'm saying? But I got all the videos planned for y'all to let y'all see what's going on here, but like Mickey the Truth said, you know what I'm saying? You gotta be careful. When paperwork comes out, you gotta be careful on who puts it out, how they put it out, and why they put it out. You know what I'm saying? It is the same, the Blue Adventure, this the same dude that said Jeezy started cripping because he was cripping. But to my knowledge, Jeezy was already DBC Gangsta Crip anyway, before they met them niggas. You know what I'm saying? Trying to say he stole his style of rapping, man. I done heard stories that the Feds said, man, they know damn well Blue Adventure that record label shit, it won't gonna pop because of that nigga. That nigga was garbage. And the only reason he, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, but yeah, have y'all ever thought about this for a second, bro? That a lot of these niggas, and I ain't talking about Big Meech at this point, I'm talking about these older so-called drug dealers like Nicky Barnes and shit. Yeah, man, y'all ever thought about these motherfuckers was FBI agents, CIA agents, bro? I mean, because how the fuck can you be on the front of a magazine that everybody in the world is going to see and talk about what they think he's selling drugs or some shit like that, and posing, doing the motherfucking pose, the pose he's with them motherfucking people. And y'all really think these niggas was moving tons and bricks under the radar like that, bro? It wasn't working with no type of law enforcement. I mean, the shit is just retarded, bro, to really sit there and think that. I mean, dude, let's say, I'm not saying Big Meech, I'm not saying Big Meech ratted on anybody, but my thing is, what made Big Meech think he could sit here and be as popular as he was and nobody was going to catch on to what the fuck he was doing, but he was smart? Because I don't understand. The nigga was smart. Meech never got caught with any drugs, bro. They caught him up with tax evasion. Voila. See, y'all some idiots. Y'all keep thinking, see, Blue eventually dumbass got caught up with the drugs. Meech and his main people, they didn't get caught with no drugs, they got caught for tax evasion. See, tax evasion is just as bad as motherfucking selling drugs. They like, how the fuck is you getting all this money and you ain't paying no taxes on the money that you get? You gotta understand the government. For every $1 million you make, you owe the government like 30-some%. If I got $1 million, I owe the government $300,000. You know what I'm saying? Y'all need to tap in, bro. Stop playing with it. You know what I'm saying? Cause y'all keep on want to be introduced to the same shit we've been introduced to. A whole lot of BMF stories, like, dude, we don't even, like, honestly, nobody even cares, bro. Like, even down to them weak ass jumps. What is it? With the BMF jump that 50 Cent put out. A lot of that shit fake, man. A lot of that shit fake as hell. Cause I think they got Big Meech's brother supposed to be a love interest of an older lady or something, and she done already said, man, that shit fake than a motherfucker. Like, so I don't know what's going on when it comes to this shit. I think us as black people, we're so intrigued by this dumb ass shit. Oh, they're selling drugs. Oh my god. They're gangbang. They shoot. Oh my god. Like, it's the same shit every decade, bro. All this shit that's coming out ain't nothing but the same shit remade again. This ain't nothing but the black version of Scarface, the more updated version of Nino Brown, another Rick Ross story, another Menace to Society, another Boys in the Hood, another Jersey Drive, another Belly. You know what I'm saying? All this shit is the same old bullshit, bro. It really is, man. Nobody want to do nothing about nothing sophisticated, something that's going to really help your ass in the future. They just showing you how us as black Americans keep going back in time. Think about this for a second. What has really changed for black people from 1920 to 2020? Or better yet, from 1924 to 2024. That's 100 years now. So what has really changed with black motherfuckers for real? And don't forget, I do believe that was when the Spanish flu had came. And so the world was in a pandemic then. Yeah, let me know what's going on, man. Y'all let me know what's going on. But anyway, I'm out of here. Y'all get in the conversation of what y'all think.